The first two cards that I have out here is the Princess of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles in the traditional sense indicates a situation where we are feeling a little bit kind of like cast out in the cold, okay? So this is a card about like financial lack. This is a card about worries about financial standing and worries about, our long-term financial prospects. So I do feel a lot of you are like thinking about you might be in a relationship with somebody where you're just like how do I make a financial future that is stable only not only just for myself but for a significant other. And I feel that a lot of you are coming into this month with a very serious state of mind about improving, enhancing, or even stabilizing your financial foundation so that you're going to have like a pretty nest egg when you retire. So you're thinking long term about, investment opportunities, ways to make your money grow for you, or even ways to like expand how much you're earning so that things are becoming a lot more stable, not only for you, but for like the people that you really care about. So you are becoming a little bit more other oriented. You usually are other oriented, but I feel like you are including more people into your financial calculations. So you're trying to stabilize your life so that you can secure either a house, a stable, place to conduct a business, or even like taking better care of the house, the property that you are in, and taking care of your relationship in a more responsible, in a more stable manner. Okay, so it's a very, very good card overall. I do feel for you financially, you're making money. So I feel like money is coming in, but it's almost like you're trying to save up for a rainy day. So you're living a little bit like a pauper. You might be saving up for extensive, I want to say like, this is a card also about what I feel is, tax season. It's the end of the year. You might be allocating a lot more money, taking money out of your savings in order to pay taxes, in order to buy gifts, in order to like pay it forward. So I feel like you, on the one hand, we have the Nine of Pentacles here, which indicates a lot of money is coming through. And a lot of you might be self-employed and you're doing some creative, side gigs as well. So you're making a lot of money, but I feel that the money that you're making, you're spending it wisely. You're putting a lot in savings and you're saving up for a rainy day. And you could even be saving for tax season when that rolls around next year. Okay. So I feel that you're very stringent about, controlling how much is leaving your hands, mainly because you're becoming a lot more responsible with money. What is linked up with the Five of Pentacles here is the Princess of Cups. And the Princess of Cups basically indicates to me, this is a budding new relationship. So this is the Page of Cups in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. And it usually indicates like an offer of love, a gesture coming through from another person. It is a page energy. So I feel like a lot of you are entering some type of a new deal with another person. Okay, so like a new engagement, a new relationship. This is somebody that is newly in the picture. So it's not somebody that you've been resting with for, the past few years. This is somebody that you've just met. It's something fairly new. It has a lot of potential. And I do feel there is a very strong vibe of like, ride or die type of vibe. I feel that you've got somebody that you are very much emotionally in tune with. And I do feel that, it's sort of like through thick and thin. And this is a person that I feel that you would, rough it out for. Okay. So we have that coming through. A lot of you might be dealing with a water sign. In whatever capacity the water sign comes up, this can be their sun, moon, or rising. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I feel like this is the person that might be lacking in funds. So they're not like the richest people in the world, but I feel that, they're quite reliable. I feel like this is something new, and this is somebody that you really enjoy spending time with. So because they might not have a lot of money, I feel that a lot of you, if you're involved with them romantically even, I feel like you're spending a lot of time doing simple things, going for hikes, cooking at home. And I feel that because it's something that you're doing out of necessity, mainly because they might not have all the financial resources. You're starting to appreciate the simple life. So I feel like that's what's coming through here. And it's re-examining the way that you are spending money in the past, or you have spent money in the past. For some of you, I feel like it could be a family member too. Somebody who is going through some financial difficulties. You might be financially linked with them, like you're helping them financially, or you are in a position where, they're very cautious with money. Water signs are usually quite cautious with money. And I feel that you're learning important karmic lessons as it pertains to how you make money, how you spend your money, how you save up. So you're getting kind of like a reality check when it comes to, how you've been spending your money. Not that you're lacking funds, but I feel like a lot of you might have been extravagant, and you're realizing those are lost opportunities, or lost, chunks of money that you might have squandered in the past. So you're being a little bit more methodical, and you're learning through somebody else's, insights. Okay. So they're providing a little bit of insights as to how you can better manage your money. So that's always good. I feel like it's a learning experience either way. What is coming through as well? The next cluster here is the Eight of Wands. And this is swift, rapid communication. This is coming through from somebody far away from you. And I do feel as well, it is also indicative of traveling that happens at the very last minute. It might be unplanned, unexpected, but I feel that it is coming through. It's also linked up here with the Ace of Wands. So a lot of you might be traveling because you've landed some new projects in your, stable 9 to 5 type of employment. There's a new project, a new client, a new customer, a new portfolio that you're supposed to land. So I feel that you're doing some traveling as it pertains to the work environment. And overall, you're getting a lot of communication coming through from people, like through electronic means, like telephone, text messages, emails, and you're going to have to be very quick on the uptake in order to land these lucrative clients or these lucrative assignments, so that you can increase your financial standing, so that you can increase, how much money you're making. So I do see a lot of ambition geared towards keeping money, making a lot of money, and retaining a lot of money. So I feel that a lot of you might be called upon to work overtime this month if you're if you're employed by somebody else. Or even if you're self-employed, there's a lot of demand for your services. So keep yourself on your toes and take care of, responsibilities in a timely manner, because I feel like last minute clients, last minute, like I feel, if you have people working for you, they might call out sick too. So I feel that, then the responsibility falls on you. If you can't find a replacement, then you're going to have to be the one to handle it. So I do feel a lot of busy energy as it pertains to new clients, new opportunities to make money, and travel as well, to see these people, to see things through, to inspect sites. To come out to a property, to inspect a property. For those who are a real estate agent, I do see this happening very quickly, especially if you're in the market for to flip houses. I feel like, there might be a lot of foreclosures, and you have like several options to choose from, and they're going really fast. I see like foreclosures, I see bidding, I see a lot of property listed, and then they're going really, really fast. So you're going to have to be very swift on the uptake in order to secure houses, okay? If you are thinking about buying a new property, renting a new property, or even like shifting from where you are living to another location, it is going to be in your best interest to be very, very nimble, to, check the online listing, check to see what's available, and refresh the page on a more frequent basis, because a lot of listings are coming through as it pertains to property. Okay. So I feel like if you have been kind of, I don't want to say like kicked out, but it feels to me like there might be a few foreclosure. You might be, leaving one housing situation in a less than favorable terms. Somebody else is coming through with an offer for a new location. And I do feel the new location is going to be very, very good for you. It's got a good landlord. It's got good tenants. And I feel like it's a lot more stable. So if you're, looking for housing opportunities, don't worry, it's going to be very stable. The next place I feel is something that is right for you, and it's going to be better than where you left, okay? So it's looking stable and good so far. The next cluster deals with the King of Cups. as well as the Four of Wands. So this person has been popping up in your reading for a long period of time. And I just want to say, I feel like for a lot of you, I feel like this is a new person. I don't feel like that, the water sign has been popping up, but I feel this is a new person, mainly because we have the Princess of Cups coming through, which is a new energy. It's intention setting. And then you have this person coming through. This is a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and there is some type of, living arrangement that you are handling with this person. You might share space together. You might be roommates. They might be your landlord. You might be, their landlord. So there is also an element here of having to share space here with a water sign, sun, moon, or rising. And I do feel that things are looking very, very good. This is someone who's very caring. They're very considerate. They might leave some food, drinks, and things like that for you. They're very, very considerate. And I do feel that they're bringing in good cheer, merriment, and a lot of soothing energy within your housing environment. If you are not dealing with this person in a housing environment, I definitely feel, and I'm going to do your relationship reading in a little bit, but there's a lot of merriment. There's a lot of celebratory energy in the housing environment. I usually think of this as housewarming housewarming party, people coming by with if they're attending a housewarming party for you, they're coming by with wine, with food, with a lot of things that you can use for the party, like festivities. Okay, so wine, food, gifts, little trinkets here and there, and things like that, but it's mainly related to drinks and food. If you have recently met this person, I do feel there is a sense of stability coming back in this relationship. At least you know where you stand, and at least you know where you stand with them. At least you know how stable they are. Now, if you are dealing with this person, for the past few years, if this is an old person that has been in your life or in and out of your life, and they're not new, I feel like they are currently in a relationship. So you want to be careful. If you want to know how they feel about you, and they've been, around for quite a few years, I would say 8 months to 2 years, 3 years, or even longer. If they're not a new person, I feel that they are in a position where they are dating again. They're in a serious relationship, or they're dating and taking things to the next level with another person. Okay, so I do sense that coming through. Just be careful. Lastly, we do have the World and the Queen of Wands. So the World indicates a very, very expansive energy. This is usually I think about this, especially for Aquarius or Sagittarius. This is a card about good luck when it pertains to being able to expand outside of your geographical location, being able to grab opportunities when they come in. I feel that you have a really good sense of timing, Aquarius in general, you and Sagittarius. You have a very good sense of timing to know when something is right for you. When opportunities come knocking, you don't hesitate. So I feel that intuitively you know what's really good for you, okay? So I feel a lot of opportunities for travel, a lot of opportunities for communication happening between you and people around you, but there is almost a sense of geographical distance between you and other people that you are communicating with. So this is a card also about returning back to school, trying to expand your philosophical outlook, trying to expand your mind, and trying to learn new skills, new things to make yourself a lot more marketable on the work front, okay? It's linked up here with the Queen of Wands. So I feel that a lot of you are taking risks when it comes to travel, when it comes to putting yourself out there in a way where you're leaving yourself vulnerable, but you trust the other person a lot. So you're not in a position where you want to, guard yourself or keep people at arm's length. You're a lot more receptive to new ideas, new philosophies, new ways of doing, and you're not acting as as rigid or even as tunnel vision. So I feel that on the one hand, you know where you stand and you know what you're about, but I feel that if someone can come through with a persuasive argument, they can persuade you to come on board with their ideas and with their politics or philosophies. Okay, so it's linked up here with the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is showing up here as a fire sign. This is a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. This is somebody that is providing travel opportunities for you, and I feel that you might be communicating with this person. They are somebody, I feel in this deck especially, they are somebody with a lot of wisdom, with a lot of insight, with a lot of like interesting, a very interesting life history. And I do feel there is travel either with this person or to see this person. It's not gender specific, but I feel like you're dealing with a fire sign, sun, moon, or rising. And I feel that this is somebody that is really, really caring. I feel like they're doting on you. They are providing a lot of opportunities for you to travel with them, to travel to see them. And they are somebody who's a little bit more family oriented. They want you to be a part of their family. So I feel that there is a family vibe strongly indicated with this person. If this person is like somebody in your own family, I feel like they're providing, you know, opportunities, like either financially for you to travel. If this is somebody you are romantically involved with, I feel like they're very nurturing, very caring, prone to jealousy. They need a lot of attention. They need a lot of attention. They need a lot of reassurance and a lot of attention. But I do feel that there's travel and movement happening in order to, you know, be with them as well. In terms of your spiritual advice, what we have here is this, and this is really important because I feel like a lot of you, you wanna be careful about moderation. Okay, I don't see like Aquarius typically, you know, like you're actually very disciplined, but I feel that when you fall in love, you tend to kind of neglect other areas of your life. Okay, so like you might lose yourself in relationships because what I'm feeling here is there is no Pentacles card. Okay, the only one showing up here is the Five of Pentacles, which is not a great card. And then we have the World, where you are like flitting from one thing to the next. So I feel like you're not very grounded this month. You're trying to be, and you're getting yourself there. But I feel that, you know, when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to how emotionally invested you are in other people, and you're dealing with people who are quite intense, you know, they're very black or white. They're very intense with their feelings because we have the King of Cups, so, which is somebody who is, you know, this is somebody who, male or female, they know what they want and they kind of beeline for that. Okay. And they might do it in a more subtle way, but they're still very adamant about their emotions. They're still very sure about what they want. And then others of you are dealing with a fire sign. So I feel like this fire sign might be somebody new too, because we have the Ace of Wands, which indicates like a new person coming through. And so fire signs are very, very passionate, and they're very like, I almost want to say impulsive. So I feel like this person has a lot of intensity too. So you're in relationships with people who are very intense, who are very sincere, but they're very intense. And I feel like you're getting swept up in it, which is not a bad thing. But I feel like other areas of your life might be neglected, such as your homes, such as your responsibilities to like, such as like your financial, you know, bookkeeping. So I feel like you're kind of getting swept away. So the one thing that they want you to really focus on right now, especially if you're self-employed, especially if you work from home or if you dictate your own hours. So one of those three scenarios, okay? Be very, very grounded because there is a lot of money to be had this month. There's a lot of clients. There's a lot of, you're in high, high, high demand. So if you're taking trips, if you're going away, I feel that you're going to be, you know, significantly, I feel like you might miss out on these opportunities. So they're saying take care of the practical responsibilities first, and then everything else will fall into place. So be very careful this month. I feel like it's a little bit of a trade-off. One thing, you know, will exclude the other. So it's an opportunity cost, okay? So if you are financially struggling, try to stay put this month and try to really work on your financial situation, mainly because I feel like work is going to be really busy. You're going to be in high demand. A lot of people are going to want your services. A lot of people are going to want to rely on you for whatever it is that you can provide for them. So there is high income generating potential. Okay. So you have a lot of money that is trying to come through for you for this month. And I feel like it's, opportunities that you might have actively sought in the past, or opportunities that are just trying to come through for you. So there's a lot of money at stake here. Okay. What it's linked up with here is the Hangman. And the Hangman is a card about reassessment, okay? This is kind of like on the one hand, on the other hand. So you're kind of like straddling both sides and you're trying to decide how to proceed forward. And I do feel that a lot of you might be in a relationship where you have a lot of financial dealings at stake, and you're trying to find a way to extract yourself from it, especially if you're in a divorce situation, separation, and you're just like kind of stuck in limbo, and you're trying to decide how to, maximize, your, the payout for yourself without making this situation drag on. So I do feel that they're telling you, if you are in a relationship and you're trying to extract yourself and there are a lot of financial entanglements, they're telling you that, it's pretty much the end of the line. It's done and over with. Money you can always gain back, but being in this situation is really hurting you. So I feel that you don't really have a choice but to try to, get a clean break, okay? Because you have new energies that are trying to come through for you. You have self-employment opportunities that are kind of like right around the corner as well, if you are looking in that manner. So I don't feel that you need to worry about yourself financially. You just need to take charge of the situation and sever ties if you need to. Get a clean break so that you can have, so that you can pursue new opportunities as they come through. So I feel that a lot of you are financially, you're in a good space right now, and you have a lot more money that is trying to come through. Investment opportunities are going to pan out really well, especially for December. Okay. Investment opportunities are panning out very, very well. So try to, look up some investment opportunities if you're concerned about money. I feel like that's where a lot of money will be had. Okay. So on the other hand, we have significant relationships here. I pulled out, this is the Ten of Swords. I pulled out a card just to clarify it. And we have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is a situation where you have invested a lot of time, a lot of resources, a lot of emotions. And I feel that a lot of Aquarius, once you really care about somebody, you will give it your all. And you have trouble as well letting things go. So I feel like you are ready at this point to let a relationship go, and you have been stuck in limbo trying to decide, trying to like find ways to work it out, trying to find ways, like creative ways to make sure, that you both can be okay. But I do feel that enough's enough here. And I do feel that a lot of you will be walking away from significant relationships for this month. And I do feel it could be with family as well. I do sense that overall it is about, new ways of you're trying to find new ways to stabilize your life, stabilize your house, stabilize your foundation financially, and you're trying to find ways to like just allow you to stay put so that you're not shifting from one place to the next without, like a nomad. So I feel like all of these things are coming through for you. Okay. So there's a lot of reassessment I feel happening for this month. And I feel on an intuitive level, a lot of you know that you're supposed to make some changes in your life as it pertains to work, as it pertains to housing and relationships. But if you have been putting them off in the past, I do feel this is the month in which things start to, bubble up and they're coming to a culmination point. Okay.